Hey guys, Anthony here, Bibles and Barbells. I wanted to make a video tonight. I haven't put one up in about a week or so. I've been extremely busy at work, lots of stuff going on, but I wanted to get something up tonight. Number one, to point you guys to a few videos that I watched that I think are pertinent for what's going on around the world. We'll look at some news events going on and hopefully get your questions and comments back on this video. But first, I'd like to take a moment to thank all of the many new subscribers that I've received over the last several weeks. I truly appreciate your support and your subscribing to my channel. Hope that you're satisfied with the channel and what it offers. I think I address a lot of things pertinent to the common man today, both in mind, body, and spirit. This is a ministry that I do, and it is something that I take very seriously, and I hope that you enjoy the videos that I put out. With that said, how many people like Pink Floyd? Pink Floyd's one of my favorite rock and roll groups. I saw them live. I saw the actual Wall concert years ago. My dad took me. But my favorite Pink Floyd album is the one called Animals. And on that album, every song is great on that album. But one song in particular called Sheep has a slogan in it that I used in my high school yearbook. And I think it applies today to what's going on both in our country and around the world, where I think Roger Waters wrote the song. But he says in Sheep, I think in the second stanza, "Now things are really what they seem. No, this is not a bad dream. It seems like every time you turn on the TV, read the newspaper, turn on the internet, something crazy is happening. I mean, it's one thing after the other, one day after the other. The world seems to be falling apart. People seem to be falling apart. And there's no end in sight. But yet, the president will give a State of the Union address, like he did last night, of which I did not watch. I don't think I've watched the State of the Union address for many years, including Clinton, Bush, and now President Obama. So they never really struck a chord with me because I know it's all smoke and mirrors. If you think that you're getting the true State of the Union by listening to that and watching the 30 standing ovations and all the hoopla associated with it, like I say in a lot of my videos, you need your head examined. That's kind of a New York expression. We use in New York a lot. You really do need your head examined. If you think by printing endless amounts of this without stopping and being a debtor nation in perpetuity, of which one of the videos that I'm sending you to tonight talks about, my friend Gregory Mannarino, financial analyst and great YouTube channel, lots of information, and you'll hear the truth from him on the true state of our dollar. So if you're banking on this for your future, I wouldn't put all my hope and trust in this paper money. However, if you're banking on something like this is a Silver Eagle 2013 1-ounce silver coin. As Robert De Niro said in The Deer Hunter, this is this, my friends. You need to diversify and not put all your eggs in one basket, because as I spoke to several common men today, common working men, we sat around and at the end of work we're talking about the State of the Union and our thoughts and feelings on it. And a lot of these men have the same fears that I have, that our country is going downhill rapidly, that each of us as men and head of households of our families worry not only about our current State of the Union and status as families and being able to provide for our loved ones, both here and now. But like myself, we worry about our future family. I worry about grandchildren that are not born yet, great-grandchildren that are not born yet, that may one day ask a question: what did grandpa or great-grandpa do while all this was happening? And I want to be able to leave a legacy behind that, I stood for truth, justice, and liberty. I stood for the true American dream. I stood for the Constitution, founding principles. I stood most of all for God and the foundations that He put in place that could never be altered. And so that's how I want to be remembered by my predecessors that come after me. So we had some heart-to-heart talking, and the common man is not too happy. With the world on the verge of war, more people than ever on food stamps and public assistance, political leaders thinking the people are stupid, thinking something like Obamacare is really going to help us, it's going to hurt us. It's going to take money, especially from the middle class, which they claim to be friends with, which is the farthest thing from the truth you could ever imagine. Fiat money being pumped into the system, 16.5 trillion in debt, and that's only sovereign debt. That's not including unfunded liabilities that Gregory Mannarino can explain far better than I can. The spending will continue, the president, I guess, alludes to. We have a debt-based economic model, and the middle class is dying. Guys, we need to really think long and hard. This is still the beginning of the new year, and things are not looking good. Another channel I'm going to point you to tonight is Hibernia's son. He does a lot of good videos on prepping and being ready for the inevitable things. In tonight's video, he talks about cyber attack, an EMP attack placed upon us by our enemies or terrorist group. I seem to agree a lot of what he says. However, I think it'll be the attacks will be allowed to happen in the country in order to take us from one paradigm to the next. He talks about learning things like agriculture and skills that we may not possess right now, and how important those will be in a system that's broken for any length of time. And he makes a lot of sense in what he says. So I think it's pertinent to watch his video, especially the organized crime that will happen in any type of attack, whether it's cyber, computer-based, EMP-based, the collapse of the dollar, or things like that. So check out his video. I'll put these in the description box, both his and Gregory Mannarino's. And there's one other one called Storm Clouds Gathering that talks about the Chris Dorner case. Apparently, he was killed or burnt out of the house. I listened to the police scanner where they said burn the effing house down. Our government passed these laws, the NDAA, the Patriot Act, and Storm Clouds Gathering describes it a little bit in more detail. But basically what that's going to do, and what they're conditioning us for, and what he talks about in his video, is that they basically could do whatever they want, the government. Search and seizure, checkpoints, burning you down without a trial and killing you, making up stories, and then fostering them upon the media. We don't know the true facts on the Dorner case. We probably never will. But, a lot of people may say, He deserved it, and if he did do that, I'm sure he deserved to die, but he also deserved a trial. Police shot at several people without warning, thinking it was him apparently. And if this continues to escalate and go forward, where do we draw a line with law enforcement? You could be driving down the street with your wife in a black Cadillac, and the description fits theirs, and next thing you know, you're going out for dinner and you're being shot at by the police or a SWAT team for no apparent reason. And if that was me and I'm being shot at, I'm going to shoot back, no matter who it is. So, there's a flip side to that coin as well, that law enforcement's got to understand. Another story I want to put in, I got it from the Michael Savage website. I guess in Detroit, if you leave your house unattended for any length of time, you'll have people that help themselves to your food, your gin, your vodka, or whatever you have in your liquor cabinet, and they won't think anything of it. They'll just come in and squat and say, "Hey, you left your house, therefore we have the privilege and the right to squat in it and take whatever we want." So that's what's going on in the great state of Michigan, in the city of Detroit. Check out the story. I thought the video was hysterical, especially the lady, the news reporter that's reporting it. But it's a very sad case that you leave your house and people can help themselves to it. So remember, guys, now things are really what they seem. No, this is not a bad dream. We are living in very interesting times. And remember, don't put all your trust in this. This is real money. Anthony signing off. Remember, stay ready, and remember, he gives strength to the weary and increases the power of the weak. Isaiah 40:29. God bless you. More videos to come. Take care.